time for a sport chat, and here to tell us all we need to know. Well, most of what we need to know is our sports reporter, Matt Chatterton. Welcome, Matt. Let's start with the Paralympics. Sophie Pascoe, her 8th gold medal. She is the business, isn't she?
She is. She's probably already wrapped up another Hellberg, to be honest, with her performance at the Paralympics.
She got 2 already?
Yeah, she's got 2 golds and 1 silver already. She is a machine in the pool. It's just, I mean, you could almost argue that she's one of New Zealand's best athletes just in general. You know,
certainly.
She is most decorated.
Absolutely.
Incredible. No, she just continues to go from strength to strength. And today, like, defending her title in the medley for the 2nd time. I mean, she won gold in Beijing and London, and then does it again in Rio.
I was speaking to her before, and I just love her tenacity and her singularity. She's entirely targets focused. She knows precisely what she's going to get, and she just works to achieve it.
Oh, exactly. She is an incredibly driven young woman. She's the same age as I am. I'm quite disappointed at how much she has achieved compared to what I've done so far.
With all due respect to 23-year-olds, compared to most 23-year-olds.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good point. Yeah, makes me feel a little bit better. No, she is, one of New Zealand's great treasures in the sporting world, and she, as I say, she's still got a bright future ahead of her. She could go to many more Paralympics, so she's definitely not over for Sophie Pascoe.
Yeah, I'm a Mary Fisher fan too, and she's already won a gold. She's got another swim to come, Mary, hasn't she? So good luck, Mary. US men's final today, US Open men's final. Was that an upset?
Yes and no. Stan Wawrinka, the Swiss tennis player who won the final today in 4 sets, he beat Novak Djokovic, the world number 1 and defending champion. But Stan Wawrinka has won 3 Grand Slam titles now. The person he has beaten in all other of those Grand Slams in the finals? Novak Djokovic. So it's not much of a surprise. And every time he has made a Grand Slam final, Stan Wawrinka, he has won it. So he knows how to finish.
Wow.
Yeah.
How old's he, Matt?
He is 31. He's the other Swiss tennis maestro, you might say. So it's not as though he's been around for just a few years. He's been around a long time, but he has been about the only player outside the big 4, so outside Roger Federer, outside Andy Murray, Rafa, and Novak Djokovic, who's been able to sort of consistently win Grand Slams. He's won 3 now. All he needs now is the Wimbledon crown to be a career Grand Slam
How's he going
champion.
grass, do you know?
Pass. I can't remember.
I asked that question. My sneaking suspicion is he doesn't like.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I think someone actually asked him, is that your plan for next year is to try and win at Wimbledon? And he said, it's never the plan. It's just go out and play good every week. And obviously it's worked on the hard court and on the clay court. So maybe he will have to sort of signal Wimbledon as his next big time to shine, shall we say?
Talking about going out and playing good every week. The All Blacks.
Yeah, how good are they at the
moment? I thought it was a fantastic game on Saturday night because for 50 minutes, Argentina was that first try they scored just going up the guts. Beautiful rugby. It was really exciting.
It made our defence look pretty weak around the breakdown. Like Jerome Kano has come out this morning and said that he is a little bit disappointed in how the forwards handled that first 50 minutes. And in my humble opinion, I thought that first 50 was a far more enjoyable rugby to watch than the last 30. Seeing that contest and how tight it was, the scoreline kept changing and so close.
Exciting.
It was great. It was edge of your seat stuff.
So it got to 24-22, didn't it?
Yes, and I mean you sit there and you think like this could go either way, but as we know with the All Blacks, that last 20 minutes, that last sort of 30 minutes when they release their bench, they just turn into another machine completely.
And when we talk about releasing the bench, I thought it was fascinating because Warren Gatlin's in town. He's coaching the Lions next year. He was saying Aaron Smith is the best player in the world. You take him off and maybe the All Blacks are vulnerable. And Aaron Smith is the best half. I think the best halfback I've ever seen.
Yeah.
They took him off on Saturday night. TJ came on and it went up a level.
Exactly. He just came on. He was the sort of the strong defensive sort of. He's a bit bigger than Aaron, and he can sort of impose himself a bit more. And he just looked the part there. He was calm. That's the problem that Aaron had. He was getting a little bit frustrated with getting the ball. It wasn't coming out to him.
Was telling him to shut up.
Exactly. And I think when that happened, that's when they needed to get him off. And TJ came in. He calmed things down. He got the ball rolling. He got the ball out to the channels he needed to. And that's when we saw the scoreline implode. Go the New Zealand's way.
Well, it kicked away, and that so often happens. And so what are we to conclude about rugby? Are the All Blacks so very, very good, or is it that the second tier, and it's wonderful watching Argentina get better season by season, but is the second tier not as good as they were 2 or 3 years ago?
Well, I think the problem is that when Steve Hansen came out last year and he said that they wanted to go another level, the teams around them should have been saying the same thing. They haven't kept up with the All Blacks, and it's really starting to show.
Matt Chatterton, thanks so much, man. I really enjoy talking sport with you. Yeah.
Not a problem.
Lovely to have you in the studio.